Hi, Tim. How are you today?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
My pleasure.
Let's start at the beginning. How did you get attached to the role and why did you want to do it?
In short, I was having a dinner with a friend of mine in New York about 2.5 years ago, and he said he was working with Brady and Mona on The Brutalist, and I expressed my admiration for them, and he passed that along, and um, they went to go shoot The Testament of Anne Lee in Budapest, and an actor dropped out. And I happened to be in Europe on a film festival jury. And the call came in, would you, instead of going home, come right to Budapest and drop into this movie? They were already shooting. And I didn't even need to read the part because I like to be around interesting filmmakers and be whatever color I can be on their palette. And so I went over to Budapest and was dropped into the world of Mona and Brady and the Shakers.
For you, from an actor standpoint, is there any pressure joining a movie or even just a role that's, it's already begun filming, the cast has already met, everything's already set, and you're just like dropped in, as you said?
Every acting experience, and I've had a lot of them now, is a custom job. So you just want to be open to everything. And rather than despair over challenges like that, at this point, I'm 61 years old and I embrace them and feel incredibly lucky to get to be doing this right now with uh, each experience a novel one.
This movie is not only intense for the audience, but you, the actors, are mentally and physically put through a huge test. Tell me how, at the end of the day, you were able to kind of distress or do something to take yourself out of the elements. As I said, you guys are physically throwing your like selves into the movement, but also mentally, you have to find that space to be able to do that. So, what did you do to be able to kind of relax at the end of the day?
That really wasn't an issue because to me, as challenging as any movie ever is for me, it doesn't ever feel like work. I'm just not, and this was not, I've had far more difficult roles than this one. Now, had I been playing Amanda's part, I wouldn't be saying that. But my role in this it had its challenges and some unexpected ones. But but I found it invigorating, frankly. It also helped that I was in Budapest and had never been there before, that my wife was there with me, and we love to travel together. And so on my downtime, instead of decompressing, I was out with her every night and every day off, exploring the city and the culture.
Can you talk to me a little bit about, you mentioned unexpected challenges. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, that's what's great. You every movie, there's something that happens that completely sideswipes you, and I'm eager for that and open for it. And on this one, it was meeting Daniel Bloomberg, the composer, because I came over to sing my part in the movie to pre-record it, and he really took to my voice and started pushing it. And so I ended up singing a lot of the background vocals in the chorus on the movie,
You're kidding.
several different parts. Uh, and so I was probably with Daniel almost as much as I was on set, just recording voices that would never be associated with my image on screen.
Yeah.
That was really exciting. And Daniel and I became really good friends as a result.
Have you come from a vocal, like a musical background?
Well, I went to this peculiar acting program, actor training program that's inside of a music conservatory in New York City. And so it was a 4-year actor training program that I went to after college. So between 22 and 26, I was in drama school, and we were always studying music and singing and dance.
Well, how do you think that impact, obviously, besides the recording of your voice for the background vocals, but how do you think that experience helped you in this movie?
Well, I was tossed into it in the middle of shooting. They'd already been at it. Uh, and I was given parts to sing and choreography to accomplish. Although again, not an incredible amount, but I do dance a little bit in the film.
Mhm.
And I'm fine. I mean, I'm of average athletic ability, and I'm not the greatest dancer in the world, let me tell you. But having trained, it just gave me the foundation to pick it up quickly.
What would you say you learned about yourself while making this movie?
Hmm. I guess what most interested me or connected me to this material is the notion of belief and unstinting belief, to the extent that one would deny the most basic human urge, which is the sexual urge and the urge to
Mhm.
pass yourself on into another generation, which is both an intellectual, spiritual urge, but also obviously a physical urge.
Yeah.
And the celibacy of the Shakers is such an identifying characteristic. And delving into that was that was a demand that no part had ever asked of me before.
My final question for you today. Why should fans see the movie?
You go to see The Testament of Anne Lee, you're having an experience. It's not just sitting in an audience engaging with a traditional narrative. It's all around you and deep inside you. And it's going to be with you long after you've left the theater. This is a ride.
It is indeed, and as you said, it's experience that I'm had a privilege to see and privilege to watch you in it. Thank you so much for speaking with me today, and I am super excited for everyone to see the new movie.
Thanks for your interest in it.